Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday. I'd say it was a lazy Saturday, but it's not. We have important updates to share with you guys. If you remember back and you follow the channel on a regular basis, on Monday, geez, I don't remember the date now. I'm going to get all fancy and give you the wrong date. On Martin Luther King Day, we went to Magic Kingdom, Jesse and myself. And we put up a video. It was phenomenal. I think we call it like having the best day ever at Magic Kingdom. It was the best day ever, except for the fact that we had a camcorder in addition to what we normally shoot our videos with. We normally shoot with the Canon G7X, but we had a camcorder, like a Canon Vixia RF500 or something like that. And it was in my pocket. We were in Space Mountain, and it decided that it no longer wanted to be a part of us. And it fell into the black abyss.
Got deported.
So Space Mountain was fun as always, although we had a casualty. My little handycam, the Canon Vixia, shot right off out of my pocket, which was closed. So rest in peace, camcorder. Okay, so the camera fell. It was probably majority, almost all. It was my fault. The reason why the camera fell. I've never seen on Space Mountain, if you realize when you get in the ride, to the right or to the left, I guess depending on what side car you're getting in, there's a little web on the side that you can put items.
There's always been that.
I've never seen it in my life.
It's been there.
Yes, so here's Jesse, so we can reenact this. The jacket that I was wearing, by the way, if you see videos of us, and it's Florida cold outside, you normally see us, or see me wearing, one of two of these sweat jackets, hoodies. The reason why I call this one out specifically is these are made by Scotty Vest. I think I've talked about them in prior videos, where they are kind of upscale hoodie jackets. They're tech jackets, meaning that they're loaded with pockets. So like the Scotty Vest jacket has probably, I don't know if it's like 8 or 10 different pockets that you could put stuff in. And
it tells you.
Yeah, does it? All right, Siri, here you go. I don't get paid by Scotty Vest, by the way, to promote their products. I wish I did, because I'd love to get this stuff for free. But the pockets are held together by clasps, as you can see here. So this is like a front pocket. It fits like a full-size camera in there, or a wallet, or anything else, and it clicks closed. And as you can see in the picture, this was the last good picture that we had. We're all smiles going up the first lift. Yay, there's a camera in my pocket until we went down the lift. And reenactment, camera flies over my head. Into the abyss, probably narrowly missing somebody behind us as it nearly impacts their head. So we went to guest services. We filed a claim saying camera was lost and probably never see it again. Guest services tells you to fill out a form, call back in a day or two when they clear the ride, and every day they'll be able to update you. So you call up every day, not a status for the first couple of days, and you're generally on hold for about 30-40 minutes while folks are actually, I get the impression, like taking your information and going to a bin, seeing if something's in there that resembles it, and then not finding it. A week later, I get a phone call from Disney, which was bizarre. So they called my cell. I had no idea what the number was, so they left a message telling me they think they found something. Cue the music. And I called them back, and they asked for information about the camera and what videos or pictures I may have had on it. So, I realized I didn't shoot any videos that day, but the camera records videos and pictures separately in different file formats, so you can delete one or the other. I had no videos, but I did have pictures, and then it became a guessing game of what did I have pictures-wise on the camera. And after I passed their test, they said, how far are you? And would you be willing to come pick it up? Or would you like us to mail it to you? Would you like us to mail you the item that you lost?
Oui.
What kind of place offers customer service like that? I cannot say enough about Disney customer service that they would even ask that. So I thought, I'll probably never see this thing again. So, by the way, the reason why they were able to see the pictures was because they took the memory card out. Not because it was able to power up, because the battery just snaps into the back and it couldn't connect. So, here we go. A few days later, this baby arrives in the mail, totally sealed. So this whole long build-up, we want to open this up with you guys and see what is inside the package and see, could this camera survive a fall of about 30 feet? Or what does it look like? Let's check it out. So Jesse's actually got to cut this open because what they did was take like a large puffy envelope and put mailing tape on it. You're probably going to have to cut the rest too so we don't have papers everywhere. Or not.
I'm getting in the package.
Eddie is very curious to see what's up.
There's a paper in here.
By the way, there's a box behind there that we're going to get to after this.
There's a package in a package.
Let's see what the letter has to say.
January 25th. Dear Walt Disney World guests, thank you for your recent visit to Walt Disney World Resort, in all caps. The Walt Disney World Theme Park's Lost and Found Department has received an item that you lost during your recent visit to our vacation kingdom, and we are pleased to mail you the article to you. We hope your visit was memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah. And that you have an opportunity to return in the near future. Blah, 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 blah. Sincerely, Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, I'm not kidding, Jeff.
That's Jeff. I would know his signature anywhere. Let's see what's in the package.
Hey, but wait, it's official.
Yeah, look at that. Mickey's like... Oh, he's not anything in this.
It's like a promo for the run.
Oh, here's your package. Let's check out your smashed camcorder. Alright, so we have the little bag inside of the big bag.
It's sealed air, Jiffy Life. Jiffy Light.
Let's see what's in the package. Drum roll, please.
Packaging light.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This thing is now wrapped like if you bought an item at Disney. So much suspense.
I know.
Eddie can hardly control himself.
Are you ready?
I am ready for the reveal.
It looks fine.
Whoa!
Like, look.
It legit looks...
Oh, there it goes.
Well, the screen is completely shattered, and it is a touch screen, so that's kind of difficult. Oh, and the electronics on the side are destroyed.
But the body is nice. Well, this thing, I don't know what that was.
And this got separated from the top, so that's like where the mic is housed and the zoom and everything. Jesse is an expert at electronics, so we'll just jam it back together again.
Why not?
All right. So the question is, will this thing power up?
Let's see. Neon.
So this actually has like an asset tag on it. And obviously you can see where it was found. It's found in space. I didn't even say a space mountain. It's just found Tomorrowland in space. And it looks like Hong Kong instead of Magic Kingdom. So let's check it out. So Jesse opened the shutter, and these Canon cameras, by the way, they don't have an auto shutter. You just have to like flip a manual switch on the side. But we're going to put this battery in the back, and we're going to have the moment of truth to see if this thing will even power up.
How do you put the It doesn't look like the right battery.
Actually, let me see if the battery from the new camcorder fits on the old one. Alright, so the spare battery that we had didn't fit for some reason. Maybe I wasn't putting it in the right way. But I took the battery off of the replacement camcorder to put on here, and now we have the moment of truth. Does it power on? It still turns on. The screen does not work at all. It's completely destroyed. I wonder if power, like try zooming in and out in here if we... Hold on. Are you zooming? Here's the test. Hit the record button on the back. So that would hit record. This is going to be a test to see if this is actually recording anything. Even though you stopped.
I
Hit
didn't
it again.
touch it.
Oh no? Here, let me see. This is the record button. No.
Once I hit zoom, I just did that.
Yeah, so it's a Festivus miracle that it turns on.
Wait, turn it off and see if it
But,
works again.
okay. So it doesn't do anything.
Hey! I clicked that thing.
Yeah, that's for playing and for playback or not, but this is the, record is simple enough that you just push the button. We can make like chip tune songs. So, anyway. So while the camcorder doesn't work, it is a heck of an effort from Disney to even get that item back. So I am more than blown away. This is the third time in like 3 years that we've lost something significant at Disney, and Lost and Found has come through. We've lost Jesse's iPad.
Yeah.
At Animal Kingdom in the middle of one of the walkthrough safaris, and it miraculously reappeared. We lost Mary's credit card at Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
It also reappeared, and now we lost this camcorder, and they even shipped it to us. So if you lose something at Disney, make sure you go to guest services. They did an unbelievable job. It's too bad that the camera doesn't work anymore, but I kind of expected that because, man, it took a hell of a drop. But we've got a replacement camcorder. It's basically identical. It's not like it's dirt cheap because it was like $200, and we did have gift cards from Best Buy when we bought the new thing. But I also recommend the Canon Vixia. I don't get paid by Canon for their products either, but that's the only camcorder. There's very few camcorders like consumer model now that they make. That you'll see in the market aside from using regular cameras, but that has an external microphone port, so you could use like a wireless mic or something with it, and it's like $200 or less with 32 gigs onboard memory. So anyhow, that's that. Onward and upward to other things. All right, so in this gigantic box that weighs 23 pounds, supposedly made in China, although it's shipped from Wisconsin, I think some of the pieces are made in China. You can see what it says here. This is it. This is it, folks. So back at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, one of the first panels that we went to was the Anovos panel. And I don't know if we can still find the video footage or pictures. Anovos is one of the newer licensees for Star Wars. They are making armor, replica armor from the movies. They're making outfits, so when we've gone to Disney lately for the launch bay and we've seen the Han Solo outfits and the Darth Vader outfit and First Order and stuff, that's all from Anovos. They are a preferred licensee partner for Lucasfilm, for Disney, for Star Wars. And what they do when they are putting items out on the market is that they do like a tiered pricing. So if you get on an item first, you get a lower tier, second tier, third tier, etc. And they put out at Star Wars Celebration the ability to buy Stormtrooper armor, classic Stormtrooper, not that First Order trooper, let's say in the background next to Mary. But we always wanted a Stormtrooper outfit. They offered it in two different ways. One was fully constructed, which we should have gotten, because that was like $1,100 or something like that, which was probably worth it for somebody to do the work for you. And the other way is in a kit. And the kit means that it comes in pieces that you need to be able to cut. You need to use Dremels, you need to put together and put your own outfit together. I don't think that I have the technical wherewithal to do that myself, but it was cheap enough at like a $300 price point that I figured you can't really go wrong. Because at the $300 price point, you also got a full Stormtrooper completed helmet from A New Hope, I believe, ready out of the package. And I think the helmet that we have inside is from Empire Strikes Back. In any event, $300 is usually like a going price almost for a helmet alone. This is for getting the armor. Don't think, folks, that I want to cosplay as a Stormtrooper, even though I'm trying to get on the path of losing weight, even though you see me eating bad every so often. For the most part, it's been on the good. But in any event, that's completely off track. The bigger point is nobody wants to see a fat Stormtrooper. So the goal is to try to make that Stormtrooper armor and then get a full-size mannequin to put the full-size Stormtrooper in the house. Barney Stinson, we want to be just like you. So let's see what's in the box. So like I said, this was a super giant box, and it just happened that this came on a Saturday, which was good because it required an adult signature. Here's a couple things that my OCD will kick in about. There's only 2 small pieces of tape on the top of the box, so we'll see how much extra boxing and protection is inside here. We've got this. Good God, it's like a giant Star Wars Christmas box. Look at the size of this thing. Oh, it's just actually a piece of Star Wars cardboard.
Ooh.
Perfect for crafting.
I want it.
And in here, we have another opening. And another opening. So this looks like it's all the actual pieces. Let's see if we can lift this up. Alright. This is a little difficult to do with one hand. Okay, so these are the pieces that come shipped. The instructions are not in the box, actually. You have to go on the Anovos website. There's a PDF on the Anovos website to be able to build these. So you can see is that all the pieces are numbered, and they do have edges around them. So this is what I mean about needing to cut them and kind of Dremel and sand to make them fine. And you need to assemble them onto the suit. So what I mean suit is like a Lycra type suit. So here's one half. I'm going to try to put this back the same way that it came in because I don't know enough time to put this together. And then there's a secondary piece in here that is not very easy to get out. It's very well packed. I hope that I can put this back the same way that it came out. Okay, so here is the remaining pieces. So you can see like this is like a back piece. You have, this looks like a back also, or front. Not all together. This is very daunting to look at. Wow.
It smells very plasticky.
Yeah.
Well, you would think so. It's plastic.
And then the one piece that I was very anxious about, incredibly light. Much lighter than the other helmet that we have.
Ooh.
This is the helmet that came in the package.
Has netting in it.
Yeah. And this is a little bit different than, so the other helmet that we have is from a company called EFX. EFX still does high-end helmets also. Well, this thing still has like, kind of like crap that just needs to be toweled off. EFX still does other high-end helmets also. This, not to say that it is not high-end, it's just of a much lighter material. So I think that they do these, you could look at the Anovos website at the difference, or when we went to Celebration, I'm already forgetting, of like injection plastic versus the other molded plastic that most companies use. This inside the helmet has a kind of like a construction helmet type of adjustable band, so you can make it tighter or looser for yourself. And the eyes, so again, like we talked about when we were at Launch Bay not too long ago, and this is kind of disappointing because the eye, I just like cracked that piece off there.
It's green, dude.
Yeah, it's, I see that this is like double, it's Velcro on the inside where this visor for the eyes is. But we talked about this at Launch Bay, the eyes are green, so that's the way they were in the movies as well, long debated. And this is mesh for the mouth, so you could probably take this out if you wanted to make it more troop friendly, to make it, you know, like if people are saying like, dude, why are your eyes green? You could take out the strip here and make it black. This is bugging me that it came so low. But in any event, it's the helmet. It's really cool looking. I like the mesh. It's not, I guess it makes it easier so that you can actually breathe in and out. It is quite different than the EFX, at least on the mesh piece. And here's Jesse trying on the helmet.
Where does your nose go?
So that's what the point of the adjustable band is for. But the helmet is pretty cool looking.
Here.
Yeah, this is the difficult thing, so that's why you need the adjustable band. And this is me with the new helmet on. So
Your beard's coming out.
yeah, Stormtroopers with long beards. It's a thing. Hashtag. At some point we're going to have to make this Stormtrooper armor. We have to take you guys along with us. There's Mary with the Stormtrooper helmet on. It looks so incredibly wide for your head for some reason.
It is.
It's really wide.
Almost like a turtle head.
Alright, so I took these into the den to do a quick compare. This is the EFX helmet that we have already. You can also see the green eyes on this. However, you can see like the mouth. Just looks like it's completely painted over. This mouth is gray. And the teeth markings look, I call them teeth markings, considerably bigger than what they are in that helmet. The mesh pieces on this helmet are a little more closed off or closer together. And on this, looks like actual pieces of mesh just there. The markings on the side, this is a little bit more blue. This is a little bit more dark blue. So the color is different. And on the sides, we have the stripes, same stripes. This has a black line on that rectangle. This has two black lines on the rectangle. I know you can't really see that well on the light. And the black strip here, kind of made out of like rubber on the EFX, and on this also rubber. Very similar. So that's kind of the two helmets. I don't know if you guys see much difference outside of those markings. The inside of the helmet's completely different. This just has like kind of an open area where it just fits on top of your head. Really good for display. And again, this one, this is what it looks like on the inside. So kind of construction helmet wearer type thing. Well, good news, bad news. We were going to show you guys Blue Springs Park because of the manatees that take refuge here when it's a little cold outside. But the line to get in here is probably about 25 cars deep on the other side, so we're going to skip this. Okay, so filming at Blue Springs didn't work out, but we found a comparable park, so you kind of got the whole gist of how we got the beginning done. Anyway, that's all. New camera, old camera, new Stormtrooper armor. Thank you guys for watching again. We're going to call it quits for now, quit while we're ahead. So thank you for all of your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys. I'm actually surprised that I didn't see like Jason pop out of the bushes somewhere over here. This is like death on a stick. Holy cow.
I like it.
It's pretty deadly.